Tarikatına sohba hayrun fi cemiya.
Our path is the path of the Word of God. We ask our Grand Sheikh and the friends of God for them to stand by our side, that they shall give us their blessings and permission.
Du kannst dich neben deinem Vater setzen und ihn übersetzen. Sonst schläft er.
What would we be without the light, without the blessing, without the support, without the word of the wise men?
Hast du ihn übersetzt? Schläfst du selber?
And we call for the saints to please join our coming together, and we invite them that they shall come with their light and their barakah, their blessing, that they come here and appear with us and be with us. And whomever you call, my brother, they come, they say. It cannot be. There is a call and nobody comes. Where there is a call, there is someone coming, or some things coming. And we need this kind of community and getting together and gatherings in the name of God and the name of Allah, so that our tired souls, or even poisoned souls, poisoned by this materialistic world, that they shall get refreshment. It may be that all the materialistic, even your physical being, your body, it may be that you can clean it and cleanse it, and on a materialistic state level, you take all your dirty clothes and put it into a washing machine. You can wash them clean, no matter how dirty it was, all the stains, you can unstain them. The body can make it a touch of water, and it calms down with water. And it takes the official materialistic dirt, it takes away and calms you down. And you can do it, you can calm down your body with yoga, exercise, well, one leg here, one leg there, and then all your reflexes in your legs are alright, okay, again. And you do everything for your body. And if this isn't enough, you stand in front of the mirror and start praying to yourself. Oh, how beautiful am I? And if it's not like that yet, you put on some paint there, until you got to the point that you like yourself. Once you start liking yourself, you can go outside again, I suppose. And you do everything for your outer self. But what about your inner self? What about the soul? From you there are two things, the outer and the inner one. There are two of you, the two egos, the two eyes, with an S to, like a plural. There are two me's, two. So for the one you take care of day in and day out, and you do everything for them. That is your, and that it shall boast. So what about the other one? The soul. And maybe that side of yours is the main part of yourself. Maybe that one side of you, that the outer part of you, is never in the existence without that what is inside of you. And what is inside of you, your eye, once it left the outer eye, that outer you actually falls into a deepest depth. What an abyss? It's an endless depth. An abyss, it has an is at the end. So there is something, there is an end to it. But we talk about endless end. So what do you do? What should you do? What can you do if your inner you has got a problem? Do you think that your aggressions or your depression is from your outer you or from your inner you? So who's got the main problem actually? Always that outer you. You have to provide for it. Everything that it needs, you have to get it. You always have to take care of your outer eye, you. But what about your inner you? You've got two legs, they say. On one leg, how far can you walk actually? On two legs, you can walk far. Like really, really far. But on one leg, how far can you go? And the human, without knowing, as they are ignorant, try to walk on one leg, but in the end they all fall down to the ground. Because walking on one leg, you can't get far. If you want to walk far, and want to be a far runner, you need two legs. A distant runner, you need two legs. Need to be provided for. And you have to take care of them. You can take care of both legs. How beautiful do you look with just one eye? How beautiful do you look with two eyes? One ear. How do you look with two ears? Or doesn't it look better? Two noses? Oh, you people, be thankful for what Allah has given you. Just the way how He gave it to you. That's the perfect way you are supposed to be. Just like that. He created the human beautifully. Our outer you is like the muscle, is the shell, and it covers the inside being, the true that you're actually looking for, that you should be looking for, that pearl inside of you. Where's my pearl? Don't look outside of you. The pearl is inside of you. So first you have to crack the shell, as you have to crack your own shell, that hard outer tougher shell, the tough shell that is covering the pearl inside of you in the depths, and that is keeping it safe and hides it there. Who's looking for the pearl inside of you and finds it, they'll become the pearl of creation. What's the matter?
Wer redet von mir, Perle? Der hat aber abgenommen. Ich habe diese teure Futter weggeschafft. Billigste Futter genommen, jetzt ist hier weniger.
And we have to look for our soul by finding our own inner self, that inner you, that true you, that essential part of you, by providing for that inside of you, how to take care of that inner you. So who can give us the best hint? The Lord that created it. And He says, be in good company. And now something is opening itself. Even for our own ears, it's very new. So be in good company. We always thought it's all of us to be together. That's true. For our outer use, we need that. But for the inner you, it means be in good company. That outer you of yourself, that it comes into good company with your inner side, that I are in good company. That means that you look for your inner you and then to become one, to go into unity with yourself, as you have to start to be in good company with yourself. And how do we get there? Discipline. All kinds of discipline, heavenly, based on heavenly recommendation, how we should be. And it shows us how to get to our own inner self, how to be. And we learn that to go from the outer side into the inner you, from the bad manners, from that wild character traits, to turn that into good manners and to good character traits, a beautiful character. And Sayyidina Muhammad, peace be upon him, I came to beautify that wild character traits and to make them beautiful what is actually ugly. And the job of all prophets and all saints was just like that. All prophets called the people to turn to good manners, to be good, have good characters. Don't be the wild people. Don't be dirty. Don't be bad. Don't pray to false gods. Be on the good path. And be clean in everything that you do. It starts with personal hygiene, and that's where it starts. Then it continues with the good manners, the right manners. All prophets just gave those kind of recommendations. So the white character that's not so beautiful of the people become honorable and become beautiful. So why did they do that? At first, you have to find your own beauty inside. And that is the path. You have to find yourself and find into your own inner beauty. From outside inside, whoever found that is shining brightly. The answer is inside of you to your question. The key is inside of you, to your own keyhole. Everything that you need is inside of you. You just know how to find to your own self. And then you need pieces of information from outside. That's it. And here, with every gathering, in the name of God, He gives us the information. How to find our own key, how to crack our own keyhole, and how to find our own pearl, to find inside of our own self. Everything that you have is already inside of you. You just have to know how you can find it. You have to look for the key. Where is that? And the prophets recommend us, and the saints recommend us. That's why we're gathering here, to listen closely. How we can make it to find back to our own selves, and to realize our own self, and to recognize our own self. That's the motto of our own self. But means look for the pearl inside of you, and once you found it, and the Lord shows us the way, how slowly, step by step, we get there. In everything that you do, be good. Do good things. Make good deeds, because all kinds of good deed is for you as an energy form of energy. In a source of strength, and gives you new breath to take in, new life, new fresh, new ways of relief, and gives you new strength. Every good deed for others that you are doing for them is actually for yourself. It comes back to you like a boomerang. Every good action that you do for somebody else, may it be a charity, or may it be a good deed, or helping others, supporting them in times of need, and to help them when they are in need themselves, may it be on a bureaucratical way, or financially, or when they need healing, when they are sick. It all comes back to you as good energy. And the human needs that good energy. Otherwise, the energy of the materialistic world is dirty and dark. And that is why you are tired and you fall. Tiredness comes from the dirt and the burden of that dark and dirty energy. And every day we experience that energy levels. Everything good comes back to you as good energy, and it fights against that bad energy. Good deeds fight against the bad deeds, and good thoughts fight against bad thoughts. And that is all in the form of energy. And once you've got a whole day behind you, is no good deed at all. And even if it may be just like that you don't, that you haven't harmed anybody yet, that's a good deed as well. That you didn't hurt anybody. And that is a good deed as well, and it counts as that, not having hurt anybody. And that calms down the soul, and it gives the soul strength. So what is that? And that's your conscience, your good conscience. That's a clean conscience or unclean conscience. Where does it come from? Conscious, clean, or bad conscience, that's a form of energy. And it's energetically pure or energetically dirty. And Sayyidina Muhammad, peace be upon him, recommended to us every day at least to do one good deed. And may it be charity. If you don't have that chance to do it, at least smile that you look happy to someone, that you have a nice face to them, and with a smile at them, and have a beautiful face, that you're being looked at beautiful, that the other person can see something beautiful at you, in your face, a face with a smile on it, and not a congested face. If you have a congestion on a toilet, make a photo of yourself, and then you know how you look. And Sayyidina Muhammad, peace be upon him, told us a small story. There once was a man in the desert who was about to die of thirst, as he was about to die from thirst, and was crawling on all of his four, fighting against the desert. And once he was almost about to lose hope, he found a well. And with his last strength, he went to the well and he saw a dog. And from the dog's tongue was laying down on the ground long, because when dogs are tired or are thirsty, their tongues become long when they stick it out. And as he wants to try to reach that water from the well, but it's too deep for it, and he doesn't know how to do it, and the man sees that dog and takes his shoe from his feet, and he climbs down, gets some water, climbs up again, and tries to quench the thirst of the dog. And he did it at least 10 times, I suppose. Climbed down and up again, and gave the dog water until the dog his thirst was quenched, and with his last strength he went down and tried to quench his own thirst, but couldn't go any further and accidentally drowned in the water. And Sayyidina Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, that man, in that moment, went directly into paradise. And he can taste all kinds of fruits of paradise and enjoys it. He doesn't have to wait for the last judgment day until there is last judgment and the courtroom has happened. He is already in paradise. So, all you people, do something good, he said. Even if you help a dog, do something good. He sacrificed himself for the life of the dog. He put his own thirst behind the desire of our own self. He put it behind the other self. So what did Jesus say? Prophet Jesus say, love your neighbor as you love yourself? That is the wrong way. He said, love your neighbor more than you love yourself. That is the true words of him. And it's logic, and it sounds better too. And the Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him, thank you for preparing my reputation. Do something good. And even if you sacrifice yourself for others, for the good, for the best of the other person, of the other, as a sign of neighborly love. That doesn't mean neighborly for your relatives, for the other person. And that is also for the ant, for the dog, the shackle, for the snake. And if the snake is thirsty, you can give them water as well. You should. You have to. And then you start getting bitten and poisoned, and, well, I quenched with my own hands the thirst of that snake and gave it strength so that it shall bite me? You are. Either way you're gonna die, either today or tomorrow, my brother. But let yourself unalive, become dead for a good thing. That man, he went straight to paradise. He, peace be upon him, said, that action that he did granted him paradise immediately. It might have looked like, for many, it might have looked like a crazy person's deed. He drowned to rescue a dog and he got killed himself. The recommendation of the heaven is that we do good actions, no matter whomever, for whom. Be good, and it will come back to you as good energy that keeps you alive and give you more strength even. Why do we admire the saints? Why do we visit their graves? No matter where they are, we look for them, we look for the graves and go to them, and it's a place of pilgrimage that we can take from that energy, because that energy still is there. The energy of good humans, it's always there for eternity until the last judgment day. If you would come together, all of humanity, the normal people, all of them together combined, not even 1% of their good energy is just 1%, not even 1% of that one good people in the grave. As he says in the Holy Quran, they are not dead, they are high. Don't talk about them like they are dead. They still attract believers, just like magnetic fields. They've got that strength, and when they are underneath the earth, they even have more attraction, because the body isn't stopping them anymore. They are full of energy. Why? Why are there so many thousands of graves over there? Why doesn't anybody go there? Why doesn't ever go? You don't even visit the grave of your own father or mother. Once they're dead, they're dead. If they may be remembered by their mother or fathers, that's a good thing for them. Oh, my child remembers me after 100 years. Just once. But the saints, even if you don't have any blood relations to them, you still visit them. You don't visit your own fathers or mothers. Why? Why do you visit the saints? Because they are good humans with good deeds, and good humans with good thoughts, with good manners. And Allah presented them, gifted them with good energy, with heavenly energy, with a divine energy, and it like a magnet attracts you, and still has impact and has been more impactful if they are not bound to the body. So many people, may it be in the Orient or in Turkey or in Islamic countries, for example, so many are still getting their provisions through those graves in those places of pilgrimage, and they have many shops and so on and stands, and those people who are visiting the pilgrimage sites, they are still eating at the plate, selling and buying stuff, and those people around them get the provision still from 1,000 years or 2,000 years through the hands of those saints. They get that. So look, in the desert, the house of God, the Kaaba, it's a desert with no greenery. Nobody goes there to have a journey or to have a travel there. Oh, when I'm gonna take a sunbath, well, you can have a sunbath. Just so you have a place underneath the sun, but sure, that's good to turn brown and to get all crispy. But yeah, you cannot do a vacation there. On the opposite, actually, you suffer with your ego. It's not easy, but around the house you can find so many shops, and they all earn their money, and they get their life's provision, and from all over the world people come non-stop. How can it be? What kind of energy is that? What kind of light is that? Millions of people are getting provided through those saints, through those divine places. So try to be good people, even if you quench the thirst of a dog. Do something good. Every good deed gets you closer to paradise and distance you from hell. So the closer you get to paradise, automatically you distance yourself from hell. Isn't that logic? And Allah clothes you with His light, and that is divine energy. Even if your time is gone, and you close your eyes to this world, still you keep on existing, still, and you are someone that cannot be forgotten. Millions of people are being forgotten, turned into dust, and nobody knows where their great-great-grandfather, mother is. Nobody even thinks about them. But they think about Adam, Prophet Jesus, Prophet Abraham, and you still visit them, you look for them, and you pray, and you ask them for help still to this day. And you ask them for spiritual support of those people. Why? Those are not normal people. They're just like the gems among the stones. Nobody is going to take a cobblestone, and turn it into a ring on their finger, or put it even on top of their head as a decoration. This is also a stone, but outside there is also a stone, but this is a special stone. It's a gemstone, so it's honorable stone. It's a gem that has been. It's a very special, because it's a gem, and you that looks still like a donkey, should try to turn your own donkey being into a gem being, human being. As long as we are walking and talking animals and act like walking animals, talking animals with 2 legs in the shape of humans, we are still donkey humans and no honorable people. We should let ourselves turn into an honorable human being, and then there are those experts, those beauty doctors. They come with their laws and forbids, and just like scalpers, they beautify themselves with them saying, do this or don't do that. Don't do that, but do that. And with their recommendations, so that you shall turn into good humans, and you shouldn't do everything just like the animals do everywhere, doing everything without any feeling of shame, without any responsibility. Animals are not being put in front of the court. Animals are not being put in just because a lion was eating a deer, because a donkey was kicking a human being in the ass and was yelling and screaming at with its ugly voice. It won't have to take responsibility for what he did and being rude, guilty. And if a snake is biting you and you are dead, you cannot say, this snake has bitten me and hurt me. A snake is supposed to do that. It's allowed to do that. You have to be careful. You cannot turn a snake into a pet. Be careful. But a human being will have to stand in front of the court and have to take responsibility. And that's why the human has to be honorified, and by honorifying them with good manners, by finding to himself, by finding his own pearl, by finding to his own gem, and becoming an honorable person. And you can only do that with the right techniques that you get from outside places of information, because a human being is like an empty computer, but I'm in a Mac. MacBook. What kind of a Mac? Are you? Do you have any knack to you? Do you not work? No, I'm a Mac. What does it work? How does it help? I'm a brand new Mac. But where is the software for you? As you don't have any software in you, you can either be a Mac or a hack. It doesn't work. It doesn't help anybody. You have to put something inside. You need to be filled with information, and you have to have a foundation. A foundation has to be laid that you can actually build something on top of it. So what is that? It's the operating system. And can everybody put that onto their own computer? Only experts can do that. Experts, specialists for your own computer. For your computer needs an expert, as you yourself cannot actually work with it. You have to learn how to handle yourself. You have to learn how to work with your own computer, how to actually use it. And an expert has to come and has to put in, and all the operation systems have put in. Those are the laws and the virtues and what's allowed and what's permitted. That's religion. And the church has turned religion into a monster. And then a specialist comes and puts everything inside and shows you how to use it. And that is the work of a sheikh. That's why you have the sheikh master. And that's why there is the prophet. That's why there is a saint. They show us how we actually have to use ourselves. They show us what we have to actually save to take away all that's bad for us, that's broken. All the virus has to be gone, and like antivirus programs. Those have to be installed. Like an antivirus program has to be installed. And those are what's forbidden for you. All that's been forbidden. You have to know what's forbidden for you. And those are the viruses that still attack you and make your computer to go broke, to break. So antivirus programs, those are what's forbidden for you. And then now you can use it. Those are what you should do. Everything that's allowed, you can do. But be careful not to visit a wrong site and get again a virus. So what to do now? We have to call a specialist, knock at the door of the specialist. Sheikh, I'm sorry. I already fell down to my nose. Can you help me? Again. And then Maulana Rumi, may his secret be sanctified, even though you broke your loyalty. Come. As long as you live, there's still a new chance for you to regret, to show real regret. And that's the grace, the ocean of mercy of the saint. That saints are the mercy, the oceans of mercy of God. Your parents, your father, your mother won't forgive you. They would rather disinherit you. But the saints, until the last breath you take, they're going to give you a chance. That's the good news for you. Good for you. And painful for the saints. Because again and again they have to come back again. Always have to do it over and over again to help you. And with the same topic again, getting rid of the viruses, antivirus program, cleansing of the soul, cleansing of your outer you, cleansing of your inner you. May Allah give us give him good success, give us good guidance, and that we shall become obedient followers in his servitude, in serving him, and that his word, that we shall listen to and obey it, because only then we will be clothed with good energies, and all bad energies will be taken away, and we turn into, from donkey humans, turn into honorable people. So we shall become gentlemen of the divine presence, and gentle women, and become ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to me. Happy birthday to you. Allahu, 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 Allah, 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 Allahu, Allahu, Allah, Allahümme salli ve sellim ala Nebina Muhammed aleyhisselam. Salaten tedumu ve tühda ileyh memer leyali ve tulet devam. Allahümme salli ve sellim ala Nebina Muhammed aleyhisselam. Salaten tedumu ve tühda ileyh memer leyali ve tulet devam. Allahümme salli ve sellim ala Nebina Muhammed aleyhisselam. Salaten tedumu ve tühda ileyh memer leyali ve tulet devam. Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, Allah, Allahu, Allah. Only one Sultan, only one who. Fatiha. Dankeschön fürs Zuhören.